Aloha kakahi a kako, o wau o Kekapu Cabello a velina mai a Maka Koa. O keia kala iwa ka lua kumahiku o Pepeluali. Good morning, warriors. My name is Kekapu Cabello and welcome back to another episode of Maka Koa. Today is February 27 and it's a May Day. Fun fact, today is also National Strawberry Day. Woohoo! Today's broadcast is our last broadcast for Mahina Olalo Hawaii. However, that does not mean that we should stop using Olalo Hawaii in our everyday lives. But before we get started, let's throw it over to our wahine Keiki Kahu for her mana'o and pule. Take it away, Kalana.
Mahalo Kekapu. Aloha e nā koa. This is your wahine Keiki Kahu, Kalana Carpenter, back with another daily devotion. Today's scripture comes from the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 29. It says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." Spreading words of encouragement does not have to be a difficult task. In fact, there are opportunities to share encouraging words every time we interact with people. Some words of encouragement might just be a comment regarding their workday, but other times it might even involve sharing the gospel. Let's all remember that sharing scriptures when someone needs encouragement is also a good way to bring joy to someone's day. E pule kako. Kia kua, I thank you for bringing us to school today. Please help us to encourage other people when they need to be uplifted. I pray that you give us a heart to recognize when we need to kokua others. I pray you soften our hearts and communicate to us what you want us to do. Thank you for all that you are and all that you do. In Jesus' name, amen. Back to you, Kekapu.
Mahalo for your mana'o, Kalana. Now, it's time to dive right into our broadcast. For today's first two segments, we'll get some mana'o from a couple of our upper-level haumana Olalo Hawaii. Take it away, guys.
Aloha Maka Koa nā pua pawahi. O wau o Cabello.
O au o na pua. A o keia ka olalo no ea o ka pule. Aloha mai no, aloha aku. O ka huhu ka mea e ola ole ai.
When love is given, love should be returned. Anger is a thing that gives no life. Maka wā kahiko ka wā mamua. I nā hana ke kahi kanaka i nā hana huhu. Ai ole nā hana ino, e kupu i nā mea ino.
Ila ana ka mo'olalo no ka leo, pono a me kainoa.
Nui ko umakemake I ko loa hoi ke ia la.
Mahalo, ua hana au I ka ulaua I kia kakahiaka.
Pupuka ka pakahi ko loa. Kalama ia'u, aole pono ka uhana ino ea oi.
Aole pilikia, he mau hoa kaua.
Ai, he mau hoa kaua.
Aloha mai no, aloha aku. O ka huhu ka mea e ola ole ai.
Aloha mai kako e nā pua poahi a velina mai keia o lalo no e au o ka pule. O au o ka hiwa o nā lani ke kona.
A o au o punari Quintero. O ka olala no e au o keia pule oia no.
Komo mai kauma puna hoi.
Put in your dip of the paddle.
E ka mole, pono o e kokua ia maua.
Nā. Ina aole oi kokua he whaka mako.
Pono ka koe hana I keia pahana me he hui la.
Nā.
Mole, pono o e kokua ia maua.
Pono e kokua me ke ia lau ino.
Hea o tuki di kia.
Aole makamaka oi kokua.
Mole, komo mai komo puna hoi.
Ah, fine.
Ano Laila, eia ka olala no e au no keia pule.
Komo mai kauma puna hoi.
Put in your dip of the paddle.
Mahalo nui ya oko. Throughout our broadcast today, we will be featuring a few of our haumana from the sophomore speech class. They were tasked with creating poems that include their cultural connection or an olelo no e au. So, for our first poetry slam, we'll be slamming it over to Journey Het. And after that, we'll send it over to Ramsey Fruin as he covers the national letter of intent signing of one of our track stars here on campus. Then, to round out this series, we'll row it over to Renan Santos Adrian, who will be giving us some mana'o on the history of our paddling team and one of their va'a. Let's check them out.
Aloha. My name is Makealani Ho'oikaika, and my poem is titled Hawaii Like What? And it is a message to the tourists that come to Hawaii with no knowledge of the place they're visiting. You come here for your vacations. You invade our islands, you take up our space, you treat us like dirt. The dirt you stand on. You take no time to educate yourselves before you come here. You don't know where you are. You're in Hawaii. Hawaii as seen on your coworker's Instagram. Hawaii like Moana. Hawaii like Leo and Stitch. Hawaii like what? Hawaii like the 50th state of America? Hawaii like the pizza? Hawaii like the luau and hula shows? Hawaii like where you had your honeymoon? No, you're in Hawaii. Hawaii like the kingdom that became the 50th state after it was illegally annexed. Hawaii like the nation that lost its language to your people. Hawaii like the bloodline who lost thousands of its pure brown-skinned Hawaiians to your diseases. Hawaii like the acres and acres of sacred land that was desecrated by your hotels. Hawaii like the island chain, home to Kaho'olawe, the island your military used as bomb target practice, destroying land our homeless natives could live on. You're in our Hawaii. So coming from the Aloha State, here's some advice to you. Remember whose land you're on. Treat the locals with the respect that you so heavily expect from them. Learn about the bones you stand on. Would you sip a Mai Tai on a graveyard? And finally, know the real version of Hawaii. Mahalo.
Hello, Maka Koa warriors. This is Ramsey Fern reporting for Maka Koa. On February 9th, Richie Davenport signed his letter of intent to play track and field at Biola University. Let's get right into it.
I'm going to Biola University. I'm feeling a lot of emotions, a lot of joy. I'm really happy. I mean, it took a lot to get here, and a lot of sacrifices were made, and it feels good that it's all paying off now. I'd like to thank all my supporters, everybody that's in my life, all my teachers, Profe, coaches, Coach Rudy, Coach Alika, Coach Aaron, Coach Larissa, all of them for keeping me healthy, making sure I can always be at my best, athletic-wise, all my counselors, Ms. Chong, Ms. Lansing for helping me get here and setting this up, and of course my family, for always being there for me and supporting me and doing whatever they can to help me out.
Congratulations to Richard Davenport on signing his letter of intent to Biola University. Can't wait to see what you do up there. This is Ramsey Fern reporting for Maka Koa.
Have you ever thought about what canoe our paddling team used in order to make it to states? Well, then you're in luck. The canoe in which case we're referring to is the Mitch Kalauli canoe, also known as Kamana o Kalauli. It is named after Kamehameha School's first principal, Mr. Kalauli. He was originally born and raised in Keaukaha. He was a graduate of Kamehameha Schools, and he helped start and run many academies. He was the reason Kamehameha Schools is involved in paddling. He in fact purchased the first canoe for our school, but sadly passed before he could see that dream come true. So now, we carry that canoe very close and dear with us every single time we set out for that journey.
Aloha, my name is Journey Het, and my poem is about how tourists see Hawaii and how we Hawaiians see their action. Life is like a dream here. Hawaii, the paradise islands, beautiful oceans, waterfalls, and skies, tropical weather all year, time away from your reality. Life is like a dream here. You walk around with your head high, no respect or knowledge on where you are. The aina is sacred to us, but a playground to you. Our vine nurturing your stay, but not ours. Life is like a dream here. Touching and disrupting the animals that lay in peace, just for a picture. Your sunscreen as white as ghosts, killing the many coral reefs. Your beautiful hotels with iwi kupuna underneath. Rich mo'olelo calling out to you, but no, life is like a dream here. Snap back to reality. We rely on you and your income. We complain and complain, but no result. So please know your place and show respect as we Kanaka Hawaii fight for our land and our rights. Life is like a dream here. Well, at least in your eyes. Mahalo.
Mahalo Journey, Ramsey, and Renan, and congratulations once again to Richie. In Koa, it's time for our Kauila Sports Update. As many of you know, our winter sports have finally come to a close, and with that comes the beginning of our spring season. Now let's toss it over to Kalena Carpenter with today's update.
Mahalo Kekapu. Aloha Warriors, o Kalena Ko'uinoa, and I'm back with your Kauila Sports Update. Let's get to it.
To start off, we have boys varsity baseball.
Our varsity baseball boys were in action this weekend during the Kekapu High School preseason baseball tournament. On Thursday, Maka Koa were able to defeat the Red Raiders of Kahuku with a score of 5-1. On Friday, they went head-to-head with Maui High and fell just short 5-3 to the Sabres. And on Saturday, our boys took on the Lunas but were unable to pull off a victory in a 7-4 loss. Looking forward to an action-packed season with our baseball boys. Up next, let's drive it over to Kavika as he gives us a preview of this year's golf team. Let's check it out.
Well, Warriors, it's that time of year again. It's spring season. And you know what comes with spring season? Spring sports. But you know what's better than spring sports? Golf. My name is Kavika Lessa, and today we'll be looking at our school's golf team this year.
The team looks great. Last year we had a lot of girls come out this year, and they're from top to bottom. Our top is pretty good right now, and we're kind of sorting out the middle part of our team. The girls that played last year have improved tremendously, so I'm very happy and I'm very excited for that.
We always shoot for the top, but we have two great players on the top of our 5-boy team, and hopefully the number 3 and 4, 5 spots can help them achieve our goals this year. This is going to be a great year for show their leadership in golf and help the younger players move up and be a good leader for the next year.
Two players that you need to watch out for is going to be our senior captain, Courtney Vanetta Hamasaki. She qualified for the state tournament last year, and she's a great leader, an excellent individual to be around, and has been doing just amazing things with our golf program. And Kalia Kang, a junior, and she has been taking leaps and bounds and kind of where she was before last year. Last year was her first year playing golf, and this year she's taken more of a leadership approach and is already kind of coming into her own, and I'm very happy, very proud, and very excited to see what she's got to offer this year.
It's Anson Cabello and Luke Kauhu. Again, they're the two players that got scholarships this year. I look to them for leadership and to help this team grow before they leave.
My personal goal this year is to beat some of my personal best scores, also to make new memories as it is my senior year.
I know the team's pretty lofty, but my personal goal this year is to win states. Last year I had to withdraw from states because I got sick, and that's been something that's been on my mind a lot. So going back with a chip on my shoulder, I'm really looking forward to the opportunity.
Wow, Warriors, it seems like our golf season is looking great this year. My name is Kavika Lessa, signing off for Maka Koa.
Mahalo, Kavika. Speaking of golf, let's check out some scores from last week. Our girls played on Wednesday the 22nd, and our boys played on Thursday the 23rd. On the 22nd, our girls golf team took on the Sabres at Waiahu Golf Course and just fell short with a score of 155 to 133. The low score for the girls was Tasia Wada, who shot 45. On the 23rd, our boys golf team went head-to-head with the Bears at the dunes at Maui Lani. Our Warrior golfers were able to pull off a victory over the Bears with a score of 168 to 175. The low score for the boys was Kekapu Cabello, who shot 35. Ho'omai ka'i to all our golfers. Moving on to softball. Our Lady Warrior softball team played in the Lahaina Luna preseason softball tournament over the weekend. On Thursday, they played a doubleheader with their first game ending in a loss to host Lahaina Luna 4-0, and the second game resulted in a victory over the Moloka'i Farmers 13-5. On Friday, they came out victorious once again over the Farmers 12-1, but ended with a loss to Kekapu 12-5. And finally, on Saturday, Maka Koa took the field against Na'ali'i once again and came up just short, losing 9-8. Up next, we're going to send it over to Sammy and Ramzan as they give us a preview on our boys volleyball team. Take it away, guys.
Well, kakayaka and Akoa. Spring sports are about to start. One sport has high hopes and expectations. Today, we'll be taking a look at our boys volleyball team. Let's get to it. Welcome to today's preview of our very own varsity volleyball boys. Our team is returning several key players from last year's squad, including all-star outside hitter and middle back Po'okela Ayu. We also have a lot of young talent that will be looking to make an impact this season. And now to our interviews with Po'okela and Coach Brady. What are the team goals this year?
Team goals this year are mainly focusing on passing, basic fundamentals, and then through the season working on through our rotation, our system, and getting better at every position on the court that each player can play at. And knowing the basic knowledge of volleyball, and then build into that as the program grows.
How does the team look this season?
Well, I know we have a phenomenal JV team, and that's our future. And if we can start with the basics in our future of our JV team, it feeds right into the varsity team. And so we have great returnees. We have some injured returnees, but it's a matter of we're one team, yeah. So we want to play as a team, and that's the only way it's going to work.
Who are the players we need to watch this season?
Ramsey, and I mean, Ramsey developed very well during the off season. You know, Jai as our multiple player too as well. You know, we got Maka Koa, another returner. We got Nahale, Cody. All those can play middles and opposites, and they also are good passers too as well. But Pa'u, freshman, and then we got P. Koa, another freshman that their level of play it's exceeding it's to our level.
Well, Warriors, the boys volleyball team are primed for another MIL championship. So let's get out there and support. This is Ramsey Fern reporting for Maka Koa. All.
Mahalo guys, so excited for this upcoming volleyball season. Now last but definitely not least, let's check out some wrestling scores. 4 of our KS Maui Warriors were in action over the weekend at the HHSAA Wrestling Championship at BYU Hawaii on Oahu. Congratulations to senior Happy Nitahara, who finished 4th in the state at 126 pounds. And big congratulations to sophomore Mika Labuanan, who is now a back-to-back HHSAA state champion. Mika finished 1st at 132 pounds. Ho'omai ka'ioko. For all Nākoa scores, schedules, and sports information, feel free to visit our KS app.
And there you have it, Warriors, this week's Kawila Sports Update. This week marks the official start of our spring sports season, so let's all get out there and support our Warrior athletes. Once again, this is Kalena reporting for Maka Koa. Back to you, Kekapu.
Mahalo, Kalena. Ho'omai kai to all of our winter sports for a fantastic season, and good luck to all of our spring sports homana. Now, you know what time it is. It's Kuisa time. Ho'omai kai to Kanoa Nemoto for winning the title of Big Brain Warrior for last broadcast, and he is, in my heart, Kamanu Nui Loa, or the biggest bird. Now, get your laptops or phone out, Warriors. Are you ready? If not, then that's just too bad, because we're going to get into today's question. Mahina Olelo Hawaii was established by Governor Neil Abercrombie in an effort to uplift and strengthen Hawaii's native language, Hawaiian. With that being said, your question today is, what year was Mahina Olelo Hawaii established? If you didn't catch that, the question is, what year was Mahina Olelo Hawaii established? You can submit your answers using the QR code on the screen. Lucky mai ka'i'a o ko. With that out of the way, we're going to reel it over to Aubrey Ahana, who documented her trip to Washington, D.C. for a drug and alcohol prevention conference. Then, to round out our broadcast, we'll hand it over to Leilani Varez with a recap of our sophomore banquet. Roll those clips.
Aloha, my name is Aubrey Ahana, and something about me that you don't know is I'm in a coalition called the Maui Coalition for Drug-Free Youth. Our main mission is to spread awareness about drugs and alcohol in Maui County. Recently, we went on a conference in Washington, D.C. about drug prevention. Let me show you a little recap. Roll that clip. On Monday, January 30th, our coalition was able to meet with many other coalitions for a little meet and greet. We were able to see where everyone was from and some of the prevention work they do in their area. Tuesday was the beginning of our conference, starting with a buffet breakfast, then an opening ceremony to the first day. As that came to a close, we were able to attend our Key Essentials session. in which we learned about further prevention work and how to target certain problems happening in our community.
So I think public information is extremely important.
Wednesday was our Capitol Hill Day, where our youth coalition was able to meet up with Mazie Hirono, one of our state senators, and talk to her about our advocacy work that we do here on Maui. Then we ended the night with a dance of the decades, where we got to dress up as different decades and have fun. Thursday was our last day of the conference, where we had a final opening ceremony. We got to learn so much from the other advocates and the conference in general. It was such an exceptional experience with like-minded individuals. I recommend to anyone who's interested in substance prevention work to check out our coalition and see some of the stuff we do. And that was our little recap of our drug prevention conference in DC. My name is Aubrey Ahana, reporting for Maka Koa, and I'll see you in the next one.
What's up, Warriors? On February 18th, we had our sophomore banquet. Let's check out a recap. To begin the night, Haumana showed up to the CAF dressed in their eventful wear and chatted with one another while the night was just beginning.
My name is Kumu Ku'ule Alkomijis Palakiko, and I am the class advisor for Papalawae. The theme for tonight is A Time to Shine, and it's a theme that goes around awards, glitz and glamour, Hollywood. Our colors are black, red, gold, and they were really looking for a Hollywood kind of a feel. I want my Haumana to have fun tonight. This is their first dance. Last year, because of COVID restrictions, we didn't have a freshman banquet. So this is really exciting for them because it's their first kind of banquet thing that they can do.
Aloha, my name is Ariana Ibana and I'm the class president for the class of Papaloe. It's going really good. I'm seeing a bunch of my classmates looking really nice, handsome, and beautiful, and the food looks really good, so I'm really excited to get this going. Delicious food from Four Sisters was provided as our meal, with wonderful treats for dessert. The superlatives were also announced. Afterwards, the talk story ended and the dancing began. Haumana danced the night away. What a time to shine, Warriors. This is Leilani Vars for Maka Koa. Who we hope.
Well, Warriors, that just about wraps up our broadcast. As always, you can catch our broadcast on our Maka Koa YouTube channel. And I don't know if any of you have noticed, but we recently, about 6 months ago, hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Woo! Yeah, baby! Sorry about that. Anyway, with that being said, don't forget to smash that like button and join us on March 6th for the next installation of Maka Koa. So you better tune in. My name is Kekapu Cabello, and until next time, ila mai kai, imua Kamehameha.
Aloha kakaiaka, hey, I'm talking to you. Maka Koa broadcast, we're bringing the news. We're so happy you could be